Welcome back, everybody, to the Chronicles of Teonce Pierre. This is episode 4. Previously on episode number 3, we see a little text chain here between Teonce and Lakers superstar LeBron James. LeBron gives Teonce a challenge. Teonce must drop 25 and 5 on 50% shooting against Sierra Canyon, of course, led by LeBron James Jr. And if Teonce is successful, he will get courtside seats at a Laker game. Well, Teonce put up a show that night, to say the least, including the game-winning layup, which got LeBron James himself out of his seat, despite the fact that his kid's team lost the game. Teonce finished with 43 points, 8 assists, 50% shooting, but he only grabbed 4 rebounds. Now, with that being said, LeBron still congratulated him and still offered him the ticket to the Laker game because Teonce played his butt off. Now, Teonce Pierre, rather than accepting the ticket, said he wanted to get more work in the gym and let some younger children in the Southern California area get the ticket. LeBron says that he is extremely impressed with Teonce's, not only his game, but his mindset, how he carries himself, and believes Teonce will be an NBA player one day. Also, Teonce Pierre got numerous texts from some of the top college coaches around the country. Now, these teams aren't offering him full-ride scholarships quite yet, at least not all of them, but there is a lot of interest now for big-time schools now that Teonce is starting to play really well. So the first game of the day is a nationally televised game on ESPN, as the prolific Prep will be taking on Minnehaha High Academy. Minnehaha is the second-ranked program in the nation, currently behind Montverde. Prolific Prep, meanwhile, in at the 7th ranking. So this is going to be a really competitive game. Minnehaha is led by 5-star senior guard Jalen Suggs, who is committed to Gonzaga, and Chet Holmgren, who many regard as the top player in the junior class of 2021. So let's get this game started. Minnehaha up to a quick 4-0 lead as Teonce Pierre going to go inside, get the pass, and getting the layup to go in. As it's now 4-2, Pierre dishing it over to Coleman Hawkins, the Illinois commit, for the bucket. Teonce's really done a nice job facilitating the offense at times, not only as a scorer, but as a passer as well. There's a nice layup by the future Gonzaga Bulldog, Jalen Suggs, as the score is 8-4. Prolific Prep's offense has not gotten off to a great start. Minnehaha going coast to coast, getting the dunk. However, a nice three from Jalen Green, cutting the lead in half. Now it is 7-12. Pierre says, "Get that out of here." Transaction denied. Pierre with a dominant, vicious block. Can Prolific Prep capitalize? Yes, they do, as Jalen Green lobs it for Frank Anselm. 15-9 now. There's the big man, Chet Holmgren, with the layup. Holmgren is a phenomenal interior defender, phenomenal in the post, but also has some versatility on the perimeter. Nice layup for Teonce. He now has 4 points. Kind of a slowish start for Teonce, but he's still doing fairly well as Damari Burnett misses the 3. Pierre gets his own board, glass, clean, and paper scraping. Getting the assist over to Coleman Hawkins for the layup. Now to end the first quarter, a lob for Chet Holmgren. He misses for reverse layup, and then Teonce going coast to coast gets the dunk, making it 19-15. Let's move on to the second quarter now. Minnehaha has been the better team so far. Prolific Prep is still staying in there. Nice dunk for the Red Hawks. I think their mascot is the Red Hawks, as it's now a 10-point lead. Teonce Pierre gets it to Burnett. Now he's going to find the open area beyond the 3-point line. Pierre, splash. Nothing but net. Nice bucket for Teonce Pierre, who now has 9 points in this one, as Jalen Suggs is going to be blocked by Jalen Green. And then Pierre with the lob for Damari Burnett, going upstairs where Grandma hides the cookies. Beautiful dunk by the Texas Tech commit, as it is now 22-29. Tough layup for that gentleman, but it does go in. It's now 23-34. Jalen Suggs with the nice dunk. And Minnehaha continues to make this lead a little bit bigger as the game goes along, as Teonce Pierre gets the 360 layup, showing off his Hall of Fame acrobat badge. There's a steal now for Coleman Hawkins, and he's going to get the ferocious dunk to go in. It's now at the end of the first half. 7-point lead for Minnehaha. Can Prolific Prep cut the lead down to 4? Yes, they do. Damari Burnett buries the 3. And the Red Hawks lead at 36-32 going into halftime. Teonce himself has looked very impressive so far on national television. which should get him more familiar to the casual fan and should get him more exposure for many of the top colleges that he would be considering. 38-42 now. Pierre, nasty move inside for Hawkins, who gets the layup. Teonce Pierre has been very unselfish with the basketball today. Nice 3 for Minnehaha, even though Pierre is playing well. Minnehaha is certainly outperforming Prolific Prep, although this game is fairly close, as here is Prolific Prep on the break. Pierre over to the perimeter for Jalen Green, who connects from deep, and it's now just a now it's a 3-point game. 50-47 late in the third quarter. Suggs layup no good, but Chet Holmgren, the beast inside, getting the layup. Chet Holmgren has been a force inside the paint today. 47-52. Teonce Pierre going to open up the fourth with a deep ball. Teonce Pierre did not have a field goal in the third quarter, only a pair of free throws. Starting quarter number 4 off with a bang. Pierre now with the layup, as he has 24 points, 8 boards, and 4 assists so far with about 4 minutes to go. Pierre now for 3, shot clock, cheese. Nice bucket for Pierre, and it's just a 1-point game with about 4 minutes to go. Nice layup from Jalen Suggs, not phenomenal defense by Teonce Pierre. Suggs now for 3, he drains it. Minnehaha starting to run away with it. The Red Hawks get the steal. Holmgren coast to coast, going to pass it for Jalen Suggs, who gets the beautiful one-handed dunk. Now it is 60-69. That's a very nice point total for Minnehaha. It's a shame that Chet Holmgren will erase the 69 off the scoreboard, as it's an 11-point lead with under a minute to go. Jalen Suggs with the layup, and I think that is the icing on the cake and the money in the grave on this one, as Minnehaha wins the game 76-60. Now this game was a lot closer than the score suggests. However, Minnehaha went on a 16-1 run in the final 4 minutes of the game. Jalen Suggs led the league with 21 points. Chet Holmgren with 17 and 16. He was fairly close to a quintuple-double if he had gotten 2 more assists, 3 more blocks, and 5 more steals. So a phenomenal showing in this one from Chet Holmgren. Meanwhile, for Prolific Prep, Teonce once again leads the way in scoring with 27. Decent efficiency. The rest of the team was all right. Coleman Hawkins was decent. Jalen Green, once again, kind of disappointing. And then Burnett and Anselm didn't do a whole lot scoring-wise. Anselm did have 17 rebounds, however. So now, Prolific Prep will return home to take on the Paul the Sixth Panthers, led by Duke commit Jeremy Roach. Teonce Pierre going to be forced to guard Roach as Jeremy Roach heaves up a prayer to open up the game, and it goes in. Roach is one of the most talented scoring guards in the nation and one of the most underrated players in general in high school basketball. Nice defense there by Teonce. Already has 2 rebounds within the first minute. Gonna pass it out to the corner. Jalen Green wide open, and he greens the shot. No pun intended with his name. 9-8 now. Pierre gonna lob it for Burnett, and it is unsuccessful. Teonce Pierre really sort of prioritizing so far, finding his teammates for shots rather than his own shots, as this time the lob is successful over to the big man, Frank Anselm, the Syracuse commit. Now Pierre's going to have some fun throwing it down. Only had 1 dunk against Minnehaha, and it wasn't like a strong dunk. So let's hope we can see some style today. 14-13, Pierre. Whoa, what was that? Well, it looks like we're getting style. Let's take a look at this bad boy again. Pierre, he does like a 2-handed windmill, cocks it up and down, and throws it in. I don't even know what that was. 17-20 now. Prolific Prep does have the lead. Nice shot by Frank Anselm. Pierre ain't the only scorer on this team. It feels like that sometimes. As Pierre now taking it himself on the break, trying to lob it off the glass. He's kind of unsuccessful. However, he does make a layup instead. And now he's going to have a sick dunk. Behind the back, self-alley, 360. That's pretty damn nice. That's all I can say about that dunk. Nice 3, though, for Paul the Sixth, as it's now 22-26. Jeremy Roach, no good from 3. Roach has been a machine so far, however, in this game, as Teonce Pierre are going to try to drive it. He loses it. Coleman Hawkins doing the cleaning duty on that one, looking like a janitor, as he had to clean that mess up, and he does get the bucket. 24-28 now, late in the first half. Here's another lob for Jalen Green this time, and Green misses the dunk, but it does bounce in, so that is a bucket, and Teonce gets an assist. As the Panthers make the three, there's Coleman for the dunk, not Coleman Hawkins, but their Coleman. 29-32. Keel's going to try to beat the buzzer, and he's successful, tying the game up at 32. Really nice shot for Paul VI. As Prolific Prep, I feel like has been the better team today, but Paul VI is really hanging in there so far in this game. Jeremy Roach has been a tough guard for Teonce Pierre to guard, no pun intended, as he gets it to Frank Anselm. No good. Pierre with the offensive board, and he's going to put it in himself. Teonce has a shot for a triple-double in this game. If he can continue to get some assists, continue to get some boards, as that shot is going to be blocked by Prolific Prep. Teonce Pierre on the break, getting the dunk. His head might have gone over the rim on that shot. I wouldn't really be surprised. Jeremy Roach for three. Nice shot, 35-40. Prolific Prep leads it as Roach, in this time in the corner, beats the shot clock, and it's now a 2-point game with about 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Nice layup for Coleman Hawkins. Pierre with the assist. He now sits at 6 assists on the day. Nice defense by Prolific Prep. As Teonce Pierre, he's going to try to take it himself. Teonce Pierre with like his 6th dunk of the game. He's been letting these dunks rip today after barely getting any against Minnehaha. Now over to Jalen Green, who connects from deep. And it is now 39-53. Prolific Prep is just going on a rampage these past 4 or so minutes. The Panthers need to try to get back in it as Jeremy Roach is swatted at the rim by Anselm. Here comes Prolific Prep. Here is Teonce Pierre. He had the open lane, but instead of a dunk, we'll have to settle for the layup. 42-59 inside for Anselm. And that'll give Teonce Pierre the double-double, his 10th assist of the game, as this is his first career high school double-double. Triple-double kind of looks out of question, though. But Teonce is going to continue to sling the rock. Jalen Green from deep, as it is now 42-66. This game was once really close, and now it has turned into an all-out blowout here in the second half. It was tight at halftime. I don't know what's happened. There's Pierre now with a nice shot under a minute to go. Another flashy dunk, because why not? Teonce Pierre still throwing him down, doing what he does best. And that's how this game ends. 56-76. Dominant second half performance by Prolific Prep as they beat Paul VI in this one. Teonce Pierre once again with a very good showing. 26 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds. Very efficient from the field, going 10 for 13. Easily his most efficient game, scoring rise of the season, and he passed the ball very well. Jeremy Roach tried to put the Panthers on his back, but he can only carry this team so far, scoring right around half of their points. So now there is a lot of interest in Teonce as we look at some of the new major scholarships. Now, more teams have offered him, but a lot of the small schools pretty much have no chance. So the new major scholarships include Alabama, Arkansas, Washington, Maryland, Georgia, Auburn, Florida State, Florida, UCLA, and Purdue. You may notice there aren't any blue bloods here like Duke, Kentucky, Kansas, North Carolina. They're still a little bit wary of this kid. I mean, he was a nobody last year, and now he's putting up ridiculous numbers on a super team. So they're still a little bit wary of him. But Teonce Pierre is really starting to convince, at least right now, a lot of the second-tier schools that he is legit. And as you can tell, his numbers are rather legit, putting up 29.5 points per game, along with about 5.5 boards, 7.5 assists on 50-90 shooting splits. Teonce also announced on Twitter that he will be deciding his top 7 schools in the near future. I assume he wants to wait for some of the blue bloods to offer him, like Duke, like Kentucky, like Kansas, so then he can eventually make a decision on which 7 teams he will continue to consider. That on the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.